Hi, my name is Aruna Raman, and I am a mental health educator and content creator. So, today I'll take the spotlight away from me and talk about the pattern of content development and people who are represented in the mental health space. And the hypothesis or question I'm wondering about is, despite the fact that there are certain people who represent the space or the torch bearers for the space, are they being overrepresented? And is that representation also coming from a place of power, coming from a place of earned respectability, but respectability that's perhaps not being shared across more grassroots initiatives? So, is there a trickle up as much as there is a trickle down? So, the reason I'm on this website is this is called the Never Alone Summit, and I came upon it this morning. Sorry, my camera work is very choppy. I only have a phone to work with. And let's see what it is about. So, the way I understood it is a summit that brings together influencers and voices, academics, actors, people in the spiritual space to talk about mental health and to also spread the word that people are not alone, that mental health is on the agenda, especially in the wake of the global pandemic. Okay, so that's great. And I believe for the first time, the summit has happened before, and for the first time, they have influencers and voices from India and South Asia. So let's click on that. And then you have, if you look at the roster, of course, you have Deepak Chopra, one of the co-conveners. You have someone from NIMHANS, that's good, offering perhaps the psychiatric perspective. Some controversial people, I will not dwell on that. Some usual suspects, the people who are following content in this space will know what I'm talking about. Lots of surnames or last names of influential industrialist families. They fit into the mental health narrative in some way. So, fairly well represented. Again, usual suspects. Banyan, BAM. I have respect for this institution. Look them up if you're interested. So, all in all, there's diversity in representation, but perhaps people working in the grassroots space, but not a lot of representation from the grassroots. So, remember in my second video, I said how, whenever you open up a website or whenever you go to a podcast or a panel on mental health, you see the same names. So I did a little bit of searching. I thought back to all the content on mental health that I had consumed over the past year, and here is one. This is University of North Carolina, resilience and well-being, the pandemic, like the hidden pandemic. And then I'm zooming into the guest speakers, see a couple of names that are again usual suspects, and funnily, grouped together even. So the same two people that were on the other website are here and they're speakers. And I'm finding these two names over and over again. And, one is someone who has a non-profit in India and also is a professor at one of the Ivy League schools in the US. One comes from the field of philanthropy, but also has a very influential last name. Now, I'm not denying that they're doing landmark work in this space, but I'm just commenting on how you find these names appearing over and over again. And here's another webinar, this United for Global Mental Health is sort of a multi-sectoral consortium that I chanced upon when I was looking for content to consume. And they have been doing a webinar series, which I've gone to a few of them and they're okay, but I find the view to be very, very 15,000 feet, right? So, sorry if the print is small, but you do have fair representation from several countries and, global south also. And I've met some interesting people through this forum, but again, you have, influential names. Again, the same name that you had in the last two instances. We might even find the other person here. So, in fact, I did find them when I was searching earlier. But let's keep going. I'll try to search for the last name. So there you go, right? There's those are the two names, and they're even clumped together again. And then, I started looking for those two names together, right? I started seeing if there is this pattern that's occurring more than once. So this is India Development Review, and community mental health is not a silver bullet. And then you have again the name that I have been pointing out to, one of the authors, and I believe they're doing a lot of work on queer mental health, which is great, which is not very well represented and much needed. But let me hunt for the other name again. Okay, there's a link to a TED talk by that person, which probably I'm overreaching in terms of correlation. This is a fairly well-known TED talk, but I'm just pointing it out and leaving you to make your own conclusions about it. So India Development Review, I think it's a niche website, right? It's not a popular newspaper or anything like that. So then I went to Hindustan Times, and this is simply by virtue of searching for these two names or other names that I've come up on, right? So let me search for, again, right, the name. Let me search for the other one. There you see the other name again. So over and over again, why am I finding that not only is one of these names represented, but both the names are represented, right? So my conclusion here is, as much as these people have done landmark work, why are they the only ones being mentioned? Or, other names that I've come upon, which is more like a trickle down or top down kind of approach.